Day. A perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 14th ranked ball. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So TCU's offense will go to work first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Paul. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works. while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Back to throw, it's Webb. Hauls it in.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Houston wants to play fast. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Herrera. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gives it on the option. There he goes. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Webb. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He's got it on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. And another broken tackle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Runs through the tackle.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Houston going up tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Gets it out fast. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Powers through the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Works the middle of the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Paul. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking to throw on first down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Paul. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to throw. It's Webb. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing on the run. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going right to work up top. Fires complete on the crosser. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. Still running at the 40. He's loose on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Webb. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter. And it's slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge... They will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And now on second down for this offense. The give from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Made a defender miss. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Got it in the middle. It's Price. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Snagged in the middle. It's O'Leary. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Back to pass, it's Webb. Fires one high and deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Throwing right. He makes a catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Houston wants to play fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Paul. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Finding an escape route. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to the left. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Finds space on the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Shows him the stiff arm. Turning it on! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Paul. Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Houston going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Webb. Complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he is brought down. What a way to finish this quarter with the pick. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Mendez. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's reeled in. It's Herrera. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. The snap sets up the throw. Connection to the right. Stumbled to the ground. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he's wrestled to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Look out, he's got room. Smashes ahead. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Oh, he got loose. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He throws back to the left side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that to the house. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined. By the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Houston wants to play fast.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes one man miss. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll do it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now on 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after. They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bounced. Ball is loose. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me